We're here in our ministry center on Capitol Hill with Peggy Nienaber, our chief of program. Very important title in Washington. You got to be chief of something. Everybody's chief of something. There's maybe too many chiefs here, not enough Indians. But you're chief of everything here. You keep our ministry center going. You keep our ministry program outreach going. And it's been anything but dull around here lately. In fact, we just had an important meeting here
Right.
at the Ministry Center. Tell us a little bit about that.
The Point Man Ministry, they brought people here from local churches. What they're looking to do is have ministry that is connected with our law officers in the area.
This is law enforcement on every level, right? From municipal police all the way up to the top of the federal police agencies.
Right.
Very effective ministry. And by the way, this is one of our allied ministries. Point Man Ministries has an office here in our ministry center. And you know what I like, what Jack Kranz, who is their representative here in Washington, says about law enforcement is that anyone who wears a badge, carries a
Right.
badge, or wears a uniform is the first and most visible line of governing authority.
That's so true.
And there they are, and they put their lives on the line. They are the first defense and
Right.
first enforcement, and they sacrifice a lot. So it's a great ministry. And they just had their meeting here, like a lot of different ministries, different organizations, different groups have their meetings here.
A lot. We had quite a few last week of different. We had several that were here too as well. Our other partnerships, they had a meeting, and we've had others that aren't even partnered with us here in our building, but here on Capitol Hill.
And sometimes this is like CIA work. We can't
Right.
tell you all the details, or they'd be mad at us. They
Right.
wouldn't kill us, but they'd be mad at us. But a lot of this has to be
Yeah.
done very discreetly, very quietly, because there's a lot of sensitivities in this town. And if people feel like they're being exploited or somehow exposed, then they back away. So
Right.
we have to be very discreet and very careful, but know that there's a lot of ministry activity that goes on in this building that is both directly and indirectly related to what we do here at Faith in Action. And
Right.
speaking of Faith in Action, we'll be represented this Wednesday at a very important news conference. Talk about that a little bit.
With Pat Mahoney. That is on Capitol Hill.
Another allied ministry, Christian Defense Coalition.
They're going to be praying, they're going to start this weekend and pray 24/7. They'll be praying for the members of Congress, starting with the senators and moving right over to.
And this is
members.
very much in keeping with our emphasis right now because people are a little frustrated. That's understating it. A lot frustrated
Yeah.
with government right now. And there's a lot of tension in this town, in spite of all the conversation and rhetoric about coming together and working and cooperating
Right.
together and so on. I don't know about you, Peggy, you've been around this town for a long time as I have. I've never sensed the kind of tension and conflict and acrimony that's going on right now. It's almost like tectonic plates are coming together and there's going to be an earthquake. And I think more than at any other time, God's people need to be praying, and that's been our emphasis, is prayer. It's something every Christian can do. Doesn't matter how young, how old, what your station in life is, whether you know much about government or little about government, whether you care much about government, care little
Right.
about government, whether you're able or disabled. It's something everyone can do.
Right, and I mentioned this on one of our other videos. If you check in on our website, they can pray with us each day. They can pray with
That's
you.
right. We do our First
Very
Timothy 2
important.
daily prayer for our top government officials. If you don't have your prayer guide, write to us at info@faithandaction.org. We'll tell you how to get it. We've really overstayed our welcome. We got to go. Pray for us. We're praying for you. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks, Peggy.
You're welcome.